Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something truly fascinating. We're going to explore the 5 things Japanese people do to live longer than those in the USA. Now, this isn't just about living longer, it's about living better as we age. So, if you're in that 45 to 60 age range, or just curious about longevity, stick around because these tips could change how you live the next chapter of your life. 1. Eat like the Okinawans. Plant-based, soy-rich, and the 80% full rule. Let's kick things off with what's on the plate. If you've ever heard of Okinawa, you probably know it's one of the blue zones, places in the world where people live much longer than average. The Okinawan diet is known for its simplicity and balance. They eat a lot of vegetables, legumes like soy, and smaller portions of fish and lean meats. There's a strong focus on plant-based foods, and it's minimal when it comes to processed junk. But here's the game changer. They follow something called the 80% full rule, which is a practice of stopping eating when you're about 80% full, not until you're stuffed. Why does this matter? In Japan, particularly in Okinawa, this eating pattern contributes to fewer heart problems, lower rates of cancer, and less dementia compared to what we see in the US. By eating lighter, nutrient-dense meals, they keep their bodies in a more optimal state as they age. How can you bring this into your life? Start by adding more vegetables to your meals. The rule is simple: fill half your plate with veggies. You can also add soy products like tofu or edamame to your diet. They're super versatile and packed with protein. Try to reduce the meat portions. Don't eliminate it entirely, but go for smaller amounts. And the 80% full rule? That's a game changer. Slow down at meals, chew thoroughly, and pause halfway through to check if you're getting full. 2. Move naturally every day, gentle, consistent activity. Eating well is important, but moving your body consistently is just as crucial. In Okinawa, older adults don't just hit the gym, they move in ways that are natural to their environment. They walk, they garden, and they do light activities every single day. One example is something called radio taiso, a quick morning calisthenics routine that's broadcast every morning on TV and radio stations. It's a short, 10-minute set of stretches and exercises that gets the body moving and the blood pumping. Why does this matter? As we age, maintaining muscle mass and flexibility becomes more important. Movement helps us stay mobile, reduces joint pain, and boosts cardiovascular health. Key things to focus on when you hit your 50s and beyond. How can you bring this into your life? You don't need a gym membership to stay active. Try taking a daily walk, even if it's just 20 minutes around your neighborhood. Incorporate some stretching, simple stretches like reaching up to the sky, doing leg lifts, or bending side to side. Add in a bit of gardening or light cleaning around the house. The goal is to keep your body moving every day, but at a pace that feels right for you. And don't forget, make it a habit. The more consistent you are, the more natural it becomes. 3. Stay socially connected with purpose, the moai concept. Now, this next one is really interesting. In Okinawa, people have a strong social support network. It's not just about having friends, it's about creating committed groups. These groups are called moai, small circles of friends that provide mutual support through the ups and downs of life. These are groups that help each other emotionally, financially, and physically. They also live with a sense of ikigai, or a reason for being. This means having something meaningful to get up for every day, whether it's family, hobbies, or work. Why does this matter? Loneliness and lack of purpose are linked to a lot of health problems, including depression and heart disease. Having a close-knit group and a sense of purpose helps lower stress, keeps you mentally sharp, and supports better overall health. How can you bring this into your life? Start by building your own moai. This could be a group of friends who meet regularly for coffee, a walking group, or even a book club. Don't just socialize for the sake of it. Make sure you're connecting with people who bring out the best in you. If you haven't already, find a cause or hobby that gives you a sense of purpose. Whether it's volunteering, mentoring, or pursuing a creative outlet, having something that feels meaningful will keep you going, even when life gets challenging. 4. Cultivate calm, avoid stress, and embrace balance. Here's something you might not expect: stress management. The Japanese, especially in Okinawa, live with a deep sense of calm and balance. They don't live for the weekend or the vacation. They make sure to keep their lives in a steady rhythm. They take naps, enjoy quiet moments, and spend time in nature. Why does this matter? Chronic stress is linked to a number of health problems, from high blood pressure to memory loss. If we don't manage our stress, it wears us down mentally and physically. As we age, the toll of stress becomes even more noticeable, making us more susceptible to heart disease, diabetes, and other conditions. How can you bring this into your life? Start by slowing down. Take breaks throughout your day to simply breathe, stretch, or just be still. Set aside some quiet time for yourself every day. It doesn't need to be hours, just 15 to 30 minutes where you can unwind, whether that's walking in a park, meditating, or doing some light yoga. Try to avoid overscheduling yourself and make sure to prioritize sleep. If you have a stressful job or life situation, try techniques like deep breathing or mindfulness to help keep your stress levels in check. 5. Adapt ancient habits to your own life. Finally, let's talk about adaptation. We can't all live in Okinawa, and we won't all be able to perfectly mirror their lifestyle. But that doesn't mean we can't adapt these habits to fit our lives here in the US. The key is to take the principles of longevity: eating well, moving naturally, staying socially engaged, and managing stress, and incorporate them into your daily routine. Why does this matter? Adapting these principles isn't about trying to recreate Okinawa exactly. It's about making small changes that add up to a big impact on your health over time. The goal is sustainable habits that fit with your lifestyle, not drastic changes that feel overwhelming. How can you bring this into your life? Think about small, achievable changes. Start by adjusting your diet, adding a few more veggies to your meals, or cutting down on processed food. Make movement part of your day, maybe a short walk after dinner or taking the stairs more often. Connect with people who share similar goals and start a group to keep each other motivated. Find activities that give you a sense of purpose and start small with stress management techniques like deep breathing or mindfulness. So there you have it. 5 simple yet powerful habits that Japanese people follow to live longer and better lives. It's not about extreme changes, but about making small, consistent improvements that add up over time. Start with 1 or 2 habits today and see how it feels. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more tips on healthy living. And let me know in the comments, what's one habit you're going to try first? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.